Let's trade places. Gaming.
I swear, if it sets up like that, she's actually interested in me, and she still doesn't go to prom with me, I might be tight upset. Everybody choose an activity. You said gaming.
Yeah.
I'm skydiving.
Skydiving. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, like I can see one going with gaming. I cannot see one going around skydiving, to be honest.
Your next Tinder date. That means you don't even know this person. You're gonna let them. You're both gonna risk your life. Um, what do I need? I need more money. I'll go there for now. Library.
That day, you spend some time on the library's PC mining some Bitcoin. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but your guess is as good as mine. Anyways, you gain +2 Bitcoin, which is equal to $2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars. So +2 money. Later, you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway, which is whatever, but you might as well find out why.
Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind. It's not like the title bears any meaning whatsoever, of course, and I really do consider the whole thing way beneath me. However, considering how much meaning other girls put on it, I can't risk some uppity bitch thinking she's better than I am. Plus, it's not bad branding either. I could see using a victory to start a line of successful prom queen accessories guaranteed to get you the win. Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives to take out your opponent. Speaking of which, I assume this goes without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance.
Oh, oh, you have to get you're doing the prom queen ritual, huh? You're gonna have to go to the shop.
I got a secret ending! Last time, the last person to try to get this secret ending. Wait,
What?
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
The last person to get this secret ending got messed up because I got the other secret ending before they could get theirs.
At least some items will be fine in the shop.
Yeah.
The only question is, where exactly can I find the details for a proper blood ritual?
The only question is, where exactly can I find the items? Shoot, I don't know which one would be smarter. Which one's smartest? Which one is smarts? There we go. I'm back.
Okay.
All right. Which one is smarts?
Literally the internet.
That's what I think. But what if that's like creativity or fun and boldness?
I'm pretty sure the top one's charm.
All right, bottom one. All right, good call. Yeah. Sometimes you get so caught up in the grand scheme of exploding blood magic to secure petty victory that you forget about the little things.
You and Vera scamper over to the library and put the school's computers to good use for once. For real, does anyone at the school use school resources for educational purposes? Hmm.
Let's just search blood magic to guarantee prom queen victory over basic bitches to maintain social status. That's pretty clear, right?
Couldn't possibly be clearer.
Seems like we're gonna need the blood of a former prom queen, the tongue of a goat, and the earrings of an ancient goddess. Not exactly stuff that's going to be lying around, but when you're destined to be prom queen, you make it work. Not that I'm destined to be prom queen, or I wouldn't have to do blood magic in the first place, but hey, when you want to achieve greatness, you make your own destiny. You check the shop, I'll grab a goat, and we'll meet up in the bathroom to cut its tongue out and get this party started.
Sounds like a party indeed. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts.
Is that like a hint that I need to go to the bathroom?
You need to go to the bathroom after you buy the item.
Alright.
That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by lightning of inspiration. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. Tell everyone to call you by it, also known as one of the 7 most douchebaggish moves in the world. But the nickname is so awesome and innovative and appropriate that people decide to go with it. Quite the feat. You gain +2 creativity. You have to call me by Reds for the rest of that.
I have to call you by Red?
Yeah, call me by Reds for the rest of the game.
Oh no, Red.
You buy that name until the end of the run, okay? Zoe is catching you up on the latest development on Pirate Blue in her spooky high sea fanfic. When suddenly a portal opens up.
Never fear, the interdimensional prince is near. I have come to claim my bride. Or husband, a non-binary life partner, using the terminology of their choosing.
The interdimensional prince, I love when he pops up. He always adds so much wacky drama.
Wait a moment. When you previously altered horror and subsequently trapped in a totem deity, Zygor?
Yes, that was me.
You devoured my grandfather, molecule by molecule, turning in every atom of his existence into a million scarab beetles before crushing them and snorting their powdered corpses.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. That's totally not me anymore.
No, that was magnificent. And now here you are in the body of a high school girl, but of legal age to consent, which is exactly my type. Come, my beautiful devourer of worlds, be my horrific bride.
Oh no! Oh no! Zoe is such a spooky high fan, she might agree to marry the prince for fanfic purposes. Better stop this right now. Want to get married when you can bounce on this trampoline? That sounds like a fun thing. And fun is my highest stat, somehow. A trampoline? I love trampolines!
As do I, my blushing bride. I love whatever you love. That's how good relationships work, right? You just pretend to like whatever the other person likes until one of you dies. Whatever. Here we go!
The three of you run over to the trampoline that was in this location for some reason because spooky high and begin to bounce. This is more fun than tasting the fear seeping out of every pore of my trembling prey.
I can jump higher than you. I can jump higher than you. I can jump higher than...
At that moment, Prince jumped so high that he swooped up by a giant falcon. A giant falcon that immediately flies into the engine of a jumbo jet plane. Yikes, that probably hurt, but it probably wasn't fatal. The prince is immortal, right? Or is he just interdimensional? It's hard to keep these things straight. He's probably fine. You gain +2 boldness, +1 smarts. You also get gorgeous giant falcon feather that floats down from the sky. That's not usable in game, but just be aware for the rest of this run that you totally have a falcon feather in your pocket.
Don't worry, Reds, you have a falcon feather.
Oh no! JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Pokemon.
Okay.
You know, JoJo sound like it could be that.
It really does.
Pokemon, not so sure about.
I'll give it to you. Because, if they could somehow do it with Pokemon, that would be completely mind-blowing.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
assuming you're going to hear, right?
Yeah.
And Vera's not even is not anywhere to be around. No, it's like costs 1 money. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I thought it was 10.
It's been a while. I've missed you. And...
Huh.
Nah, see, you can get it.
All right, let's do it.
But what is this?
Oh, I don't know, but I'm considering that.
If you do get this is a guaranteed secret ending.
Just buy the other thing. Just buy the other thing. Just do it before I buy the pendulum. Just do it. I don't want to have to buy the pendant.
This looks cool. This would be cool to get. But yeah, here you go.
I lost smarts.
Yeah, because you're not no smart person would buy it from a shop. But it's a price to pay. It's a price to pay. You watch Zoe watching Polly with increasing intensity. Hey Polly, I have a question. I may or may not have an answer depending on if it's boring or not. Well, you see, how you don't eat food? Yeah, duh, I'm a ghost. It would just go right through me. I can't digest it or absorb the nutrients or anything. Right. But you drink a lot of alcohol and do drugs all the time. Yeah, it's awesome. But why can you absorb illicit substances and have them affect you? But you can't eat food. It's something you're totally corporal, and then sometimes you're incorporeal, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, it's awesome. But But I'm awesome! It is an interesting question. Zoe raises. Maybe you should look at it more closely. So let's do some science. We can throw things in at Polly and see what goes through her and what doesn't. Yeah.
That seems pretty fun.
Yeah, great idea. Also, I just realized every one of the main characters is dressed up as like another character.
Oh yeah, are they?
Yeah, and I know Calculester is also from like the fan art, not the fan art, the thing of them showing what each character they you know, the promotional event for Halloween. They showed off Calculester being the Coven. I wonder who the last Coven member is.
So
We know
Vera's dressed up as the shopkeep.
And Miranda's dressed up as
Interdimensional space prince.
Vlad is dressed up.
Liam, who's Liam? Vlad?
Vlad. Liam's dressed up as Vlad. I mean, that list leaves Damien or thing.
I bet Damien is a Coven.
Yeah. What? No, it's not. Throwing a fork in 3, 2. Hey, cut that out! Aw, man, it went through her. Let's try a spoon. Let's not try a spoon. That's so weird. It bounced off her like she's totally corporal. I guess the lesson we've learned here is that ghost logic is no logic at all. That's why it rhymes. Ghosts and no don't rhyme. Of course not. But there's no logic here. Watch out, I'm throwing a plate at you. You and Zoe have a great time throwing things at Polly and watching there be no logic in this game. The game, of course, being throw things at Polly. Wink. Let's trade places. My elbow.
Your, whatever it's called, your, peripheral? No, that's not it. It's like peripheral artery or something like that.
The artery.
Your major artery.
My artery, okay.
It's in your neck.
Bearable it would be to live from now on with an extra unit of that part of your body attached to your forehead. Okay, an elbow is really bearable. A major artery, on the other hand.
An artery on your forehead. Anyone touches that, you could die.
So I think I win that.
Yeah, elbow's really bearable. Because, like, if anyone cuts that, you bleed out. Where you going today?
I forgot how good of a soundtrack this game is. Let's go to class.
What do you want to write? Oh.
That day, the teacher is tired of teaching, so she recurs to the classic of technique of not giving a shit and putting some kind of historical TV show for you to watch. What you don't expect is that it's super effective. God bless the golden era of television. The show is compelling thanks to the ridiculous amount of nudity and bloodshed, but at the same time, you actually learn a lot about history. You gain +2 smarts. You spot Zoe and say hello. She seems to be in a pretty good mood. Hey Blue, sorry for running out on you before. I was just so overwhelmed by all the cult stuff. Speaking of them, they've actually been a lot better lately. They're still pretty clueless, but at least they haven't given me any more dead animals. I wonder what's gotten into them. Well, better not to mess with such. Anyways, I gotta go study for my ambush finance midterms. Later. As Zoe leaves, you notice her cultist peeking around a corner. When she's gone, they sheepishly approach you.
Hey, Blue. Praise be to you for your unholy wisdom and stuff. We were just wondering. Did Zoe say anything about us? Does she like all the dead goats we're not giving her? Are we using the right pronouns? We all love her so much, and we want to make sure she's as happy, or unhappy, or ruthlessly insane, as she can possibly be. I love her the most of all.
Lies.
Who said that? Whoever you are, you can't possibly love her more than I do. I'm the one standing at the front.
I love how all of them. I love how like they're all just talking in the same voice.
I was sitting in front last time. We all look the same because we're all wearing masks. No, that's not true. Only one of them could possibly be it, because two of them have the triangle necklace. One doesn't. Silence! You can't silence me. I'm not your grandmaster. You're not my grandmaster. I love the infighting. Well, someone is right. I mean, we have a grandmaster, don't we? What kind of cult would we be without a grandmaster? We don't, do we? Well, that won't do. Please, Blue, grace us with your wisdom. How shall we choose our grandmaster?
I think one of them is creativity. I think this one might be fun, and I think my fun stat is higher than my creativity stat, right?
Yeah. By 1 point. The bottom one is fun, I'm pretty sure. Oh no! Indeed, in the past we have often contorted our forms in dark rituals in order to better comprehend the status of our dread leader. But this will be our most unwholesome transformation yet. Still, it must be done. Bring forth the backpacks and the 3-ring bindings. Throw open the vaults and despoil them of their phone charms. This is going to be the best semester of all time!
The cultists disappear throughout their school in their new gear. I get the full spooky high experience. And soon,
we have learned a great deal in the past 30 minutes. Most of all, we have learned that high school is essentially a glorified popularity contest with a side of wanted drug abuse, interpreted by occasional learning. Interrupted by occasional learning. We are a drug-free cult, and we have sworn off learning as part of our pact of our dreaded leader. But the popularity thing gave us an idea. We are hereby evaluating our most popular member to the role of Grandmaster, Rad Phillip. Please step to the front of the group.
Rad Phillip steps to the front of the group. He looks exactly like everyone else, but that's swagger. So cool! Just by watching him, you gain +2 charm and +1 fun.
Sup? It's me, Phillip.
Hey, it's me, Phillip. How you guys doing? Bathrooms we go, right?
Yeah.
So gold. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 bonus. Boldness. On close inspection, you see blood pooling on the floor, and Vera standing over it, smiling broadly, holding the carcass of a skinned goat.
Hey, thanks for coming. The fun's just getting started. I know we only need the goat's tongue, but if we're going to take the tongue from the goat, might as well take the skin too, and make yourself a pair of sweet boots. Not that I know how to sew, or would take the time to even if I did. But Miranda has some mer slaves I can borrow. It's a pretty nice tongue, right? Not too fat, not too thin. The right kind of purple. I think it'll be the most beautiful, regal, feared prom queen ever to grace Spooky High School in no time at all.
It's not a bad plan, except the spiders need to relieve themselves too, and it's at that moment that Principal Giant Spider walks into use the toilet.
Oh hey, good afternoon, Principal Giant Spider. I'm not holding the skinned goat on school property because... Yes, that one.
This one?
Yes.
Principal Giant Spider nods
Appreciatively.
appreciatively. Okay. It's always nice to see our students taking initiative about learning things. I'm very proud of the school's successful and well-organized extracurriculars and the healthy social life of my students. But it does seem like people get a little hung up on certain school events. Seriously, prom is one night. One night! A proper education lasts a lifetime.
Yep, that's why we're so glad to do this right now. Because it has nothing to do with prom. Just good old-fashioned learning.
Alright, students, carry on with your learning. Prom, one night!
Honestly, I'm not even going to try to be prom queen.
Principal Giant Spider exits, leaving you and Vera to pocket the necessary goat tongue.
I'm not trying to be prom queen. I will be prom queen. 2 down, got its earrings to go.
Maybe Principal Giant Spider has a point about focusing on schoolwork, but F it. Prom's awesome. You gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. That weekend, I think it's you. Pro boy. Okay, here's your quick look at my stats.
Alright.
If it's something
fun and smart.
If it's something fun or smart, call me up.
And creativity.
Yep.
I need to call you for everything but money and smarts, really.
You're out on the club having a great time when suddenly you become actually aware of the inevitability of your own death.
Oh no.
You think you're having an existential crisis, but it's actually just Zoe. She coalesces from a murky soup of your darkest thoughts. It's cute. What's up, pro boy? Enjoying your weekend? That's cool. That's cool. Listen, I gotta ask you something about Blue. You know, the one thing is the one with the very nice butt and also probably a personality. We've been hanging out for a couple of weeks, and I have to admit, there's a spark there, but, well, if I'm gonna ship myself with someone, I'm not gonna half-ass it, you know? Like, I'm gonna accept them to get into all the weird shit. I need to expect them to get into all the weird shit that I'm a fan of. Magical girl anime, tentacle porn, the look on a man's face when his last shreds of sanity escape through his ears like wisps of screaming smoke. But I'm not, selfish. I want to get into whatever Blue is into too. Well, I just want to know what I'm getting into as far as fandoms are concerned. I don't want to have to invest in like Sonic the Hedgehog / Space Jam mashups or something. So what's Blue a fan of? Do you know?
I think the second one. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank God.
I'll go with the first one. Mostly because I can't control anything. If I tried to betray you, you just picked the top one anyways.
OMG, Blue's is a bus friend too. We have to compare collections. I've got all of the history's greatest bus drivers.
Man.
Bus driver Eartham, bus driver Jewel on the acid rap sensation, you know, as bus driver. I tried to get the card signed by our school's very own bus driver, Otto Wolfman, but his hands are permanently glued to the wheel by a mummy's curse. I wonder if Blue has a signed copy from back before Otto raided that tomb. I can't wait to ask. Thanks for the inside scoop, Pro Boy. As a show of gratitude, please take this. My spiciest bus driver trading card. Zoe hands you what appears to be a photograph of Bus wearing a thong. Juicy. You gain +3 charm.